Hello and welcome. My name is Lynx. Chapter 13 of Spirit Sister Pressed and nuns, I assume? I don't know. There's like one thing that's not showing up when it comes to... well, I guess alphabet, sort of. Let us continue. Hibiki is extremely giddy with how her night is turning out too far. Oh boy. Not only was she able to get a sale on her delicious fried squid in the supermarket... What? I thought there was no sale. I thought she was too late. But she even ran to her precious Onesiма there as well. Just say Wendy. The day had started rather harshly for the petite girl, but things are finally starting to take a turn for the best. What are you doing? I would... in Wendy's shoes, I would just slap her across the face at this point. Jesus Christ. What do you mean, Oneshima? You'll never change, will you? Slap her. Nope. Well, that's a problem. Figures. After the commotion with the big ogre that almost damn near destroyed their house... okay, Wendy was left to clean up the mess after they had taken Tai away back to his dad's facility here in Japan for a private meeting. Spending the rest of the... it's crazy. Spending the rest of the day by herself, she decided to go stock up on her necessities to prepare to head to the church the next day. But after running to the petite girl in one of the aisles, she decided what better time than the present to involve herself with the church's current affairs. Honestly, I would just run away from that market when I noticed that thing. Mut or Tayo's mother had informed the two of them that the Egyptian Orthodox Church was looking to expand its reach much further across the nations. Yeah, good luck with that. Dude, it's so overblown, as expected of a church. You don't need a building like that. What a waste of money. After going over the details, she understood that a good number of individuals working in the main facility within Cairo had relocated here to Japan, resonating in a newly opened cathedral. Wow, it's big. Yep. Come on, let's get inside! Something evil is about to happen. Now walking to the church together, Wendy is met with the eyes of the various sisters around the church's interiors. Hibiki is still excited over the prior news, puts down all the groceries and clears her throat. Everyone, may I have your attention, please? I'd like to introduce you all to a very important girl. She turns around so she may showcase the blue-headed maiden behind her. This woman is Wendy TATEGAMI. Wait. What? She has the same name as... why do they have the same name? What? She's the precise Vanguard of the Egyptian Orthodox Church. The sisters gaze in awe. And as well as... oh my god, smash her face against the concrete. Mayonnaise! I'm not your sister. Oh, don't be like that. Smash her face against concrete. I honestly, do it. You know what? I feel bad. I should have not tried to protect her against that guy previously with the priest. It was not worth it. Jesus, she's such a pest. After everything we've been through, we were basically sisters. No. Only closer. Definitely not. Stop. After watching the awkward display unfold, the sisters line up in the presence of the blue-haired maiden. The sisters continue to gaze upon the girl in question as she timidly stares back at them. Hi, nice to meet all of you. After an attempt at clearing the air, the sisters immediately started bowing their heads. We welcome you to our church, spirit goddess. Wendy, shocked by the authoritarian respect showcased, instead blushing upon receiving the sister's respect and formality. Oh no, please, there is no need to bow. The girls then see a man in the dark robe walk down the church's aisle.
I see. The sisters have already taken a liking to you.
Oh, yeah. I presume you're the priest then. Yeah, that's what the clothing would indicate. The man in question shows no emotion in his face, and yet he carries himself with a friendly attitude. Before responding to the young adult.
That would be correct. My name is Isaac, and I'm in fact the priest designated to this church.
And now that I think about it, wasn't the guy in Castlevania also Isaac? Will it open what I want? No, it won't. God damn it. Isaac. Yeah, I was correct. It's the same guy, basically. Huh. Except over there, he was on the side of Dracula, right? Anyway.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Wendy. TATEGAMI.
The man bows his head to her while Wendy waves her hands in dismay back and forth. No, won't be necessary. Please just call me Wendy. It's a pleasure to meet you all too.
I see then. Should I have the nuns prepare dinner then? How about some tea or coffee?
Finally, someone asks about one or the other. Not like jumps with one.
I'm sorry, man. I treated you well. And also you should punish that little brat in the middle.
Wendy, who is infamously known to have never turned down a free cup of coffee, her whole life responds.
I mean, if you're already brewing... Onésima, it's 6:30. You can't have caffeine this time.
Shut the hell up! Without station, the blue-haired woman chops the silver-haired girl in the head with the ease one would say swat away a bothersome fly. Heck yeah. Put more power into it, for.
Very well. Let me go brew some, if you would spare a moment.
A silence is brought within the church.
What are you so happy about, you dumbass? Oh, I'm still beside my nest.
I can't stand her. I can't.
Here in the house of the gods. This moment alone is proof that my faith was not in the wrong hands.
Yeah, if you leave something to the faith, then you are hard R.
God, you're so hard R. So, which gods does this church represent? Huh? Oh, that'd be the Ennead. What? The group of four gods themselves created during the dawn of creation.
Sounds like bullshit, to be honest.
You lost me. Oh, you really need to study on our rich mythology.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, would you look at that? Apparently it's a group of 9 gods. So who is supposed to be studying here, huh? The Ennead, or Great Ennead, was a group of 9 deities in Egyptian mythology worshipped at Heliopolis. The sun god Atum, his children Shu and Shu again, Tefnut, their children Geb and Nut, Jesus Christ, and their children Osiris, Isis, oh no, Set and Nephthys. The Ennead sometimes wait, Set? That's not a good sign. The Enad sometimes includes Horus the Elder, an ancient form of the Falcon God, not the son of Osiris and Isis. Oh boy. Yeah, Hibiki talking about that, but she says bullshit about her mythology. Clearly.
Well, technically, the church is representing the new in it. New? Hold it right there.
Hello! Sitting before the rest of the nuns was a blonde sister, wearing a more scandalous version of the church's traditional sister outfits, and I don't know in what ways it's scandalous.
You there! You think I just walk into our church without a formal introduction? Who do you think you are?
The loud and abrasive woman yells out onwards, technically towards Wendy, who is immediately ticked by the sister's attitude.
Eh? And just who exactly do you think you are speaking to me that way? It's about time you ask. My name is Gilda, and I'm a long-lasting member of the Egyptian Orthodox Church.
No, I've never heard of you.
And my problem is one should not enter the church without giving their praise to our Almighty Lord.
Oh my god, another crazy one. Great. That's why you stay away from the churches, man.
Not once did you give praise to Ra, not even Osiris or Isis.
Yeah, no surprise here, okay?
Have you no shame? A Demigoddess such as yourself should know better. Look, lady, I didn't even know any of those deities existed more than a few months ago. I'm not exactly pinning to start kneeling in front of any of them.
Correct approach.
Now, if you don't mind, I was kind of in the middle of something here, so... Ho, yes, I could see, but in case, what business could you have to come here for wearing such a skimpy outfit?
She's wearing a shirt. She has a necktie. What are you talking about? You... Jesus Christ. Dude, if I were Wendy, I would want to punch every single nun in this, I feel like. Either all messed up in the head? Says Gilda with a smug look.
To shop here in the house of the Lord with such a tightly fitted and erotic outfit. In what way is it erotic? What is wrong with you? Should be shamed upon if not anything else. Only girl who's desperate to entice the gaze of passing men would ever dress herself up in something so unrefined.
She's so dumb. This really was a new sensation for the blue-haired girl. Sure, there are times where she often felt feelings of anger and embarrassment, but she had often been easily provoked by her peers, edging her to engage in fistfights. However, this is the first time another girl was able to get under her skin. Really? Attacking her femininity was a shockingly powerful hit to her. She looks down her outfit and examines the spunky girl's previous claims.
What's it to you what I choose to wear? Oh, I feel that if I'd expect a woman who lacks faith to understand the appeal of a woman's concealed physics.
Yeah, well, to be quite honest with you, your appeal is below 0. So, like, shut up, Gilda. Wendy's outfit is in very high position for.
I figure for the world to see shows, you have no confidence in yourself as a woman.
What are you talking about?
How can a woman like that ever have the confidence to excel as a goddess in Beyond Me?
What?
Just thinking that maybe you should back off a bit. Not now, Hibiki, you rat. As you can see, a sister outfit is anything but enticing, concealing a woman's figure and showing animal skin, and that radiate such everlasting elegance and beauty.
No, you don't. No. Sister outfit is only a sign of being an old hag. That's what it is.
It's like most people can't even pull off. Not even a goddess.
Wow, someone has sway. Someone thinks she's too great. Wow.
If I suppose it's fine for you to rely on other methods, albeit slutty.
That was the last straw. Wendy, you are allowed to smash her head against the concrete as well. At free will. Wendy had officially lost it. Now charging straight towards the cocky sister, she immediately puts her in a chokehold on the floor.
Take it back right now, you hussy! What the heaven's sake do you think you're doing? You barbarian! I'm a sister, for crying out loud!
Yeah, that doesn't allow you to speak like that, for. Beat the shit out of her, you're allowed to, Wendy. Go, 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 go!
Sister Sylvia, help me!
Oh, there we go. You're not able to handle it yourself, you dumbass.
You got yourself into this, get yourself out.
Let's go!
My, Sister Gilda is as entertaining as usual. Onésima, that's enough.
Shut the hell up, Hibiki, you piece of shit. Wendy's grip around the young girl's neck tightens as the two are locked to the floor. Her chest presses against the girl's back as Gilda starts to blush and pant from the contact. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hibby takes note of this and immediately bursts out with a nosebleed.
Yeah, critical hit.
Jesus Christ. She must have been dropped like 20 times at birth, man.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is a copy.
After hearing this, Wendy reluctantly lets go, feeling satisfied.
Good. Now better have learned your lesson.
Wendy says as she gets up, leaving the girl whimpering on the floor, muttering something under her breath as she lies dramatized and defeated.
Can we please move on now?
And he was observing all of that? Interesting. What? What was that picture about? Ridiculous. Isaac leads Wendy and unfortunately Hibiki too over to his private sector so they can continue their meeting without any more interruptions, and that's a pretty nice office. Now drinking comfortably together at the priest's office, they continue their prior conversation.
So, what brings you here to our church? Come for a prayer or confession by any chance?
No, nothing like that. I'm here for what you'd call official business.
The priest also takes a small sip of his own cup before responding.
Oh, do tell then.
I'd like to discuss my future affiliation with the church.
I see. How's the coffee?
It's good. Thanks again.
It's not a problem.
I wouldn't trust that coffee, to be honest.
So, what type of affiliation would you like to have with the church?
They should be emerging soon. The 7 deadly sins, am I correct?
Not soon, they already have.
Wendy, shocked by this revelation, decides to stay silent.
The truth of the matter is, there have been reports of highly intelligent demons appearing all around the world. As you know, a demon that can obtain a sense of self-awareness is not exactly common.
I didn't know that.
So the recent occurrences happening right now are not to be slated as a mere coincidence. Around 1 year ago, these greater demons slowly started to emerge again, but they were all but defeated by the Pharaoh. However, more of these threats are starting to emerge outside of Egypt because of the cult.
Ooh, if that is true, then why hasn't any of the other churches been made aware of this? Surely there are other gods that might be able to uncover their whereabouts.
If their whereabouts aren't the main concern, these demons are intelligent enough to understand they are nowhere near the level of strength they had 300 years ago. The people of the Sin cult are able to summon them now that their seals have been broken within the spirit world. The cultists are probably doing their part in restoring the demons to their full power. That's why we need you here, Miss Wendy.
Just Wendy. And what do you mean?
Before these saints gain their full power and fully awaken, the Egyptian Orthodox Church has been relocated here to this location, in hopes it will be somewhat of a magnet to them.
Oh boy.
The sin cult has been directly opposing us for centuries, but moreover than our religious sect, their true spite is with the Egyptian deities the church so with heavily praises. This church was first formed from the followers of the Ennead, composed of Isis, for fuck's Osiris, Nephthys, and Set.
Do you see a problem here? You don't? That's a problem.
The cultists must be aware of your Egyptian connections and seek to snuff you out. So using you as a magnet to attract them all here was the church's ideal conclusion.
Seriously? I'm just a freaking guinea pig? Not that I'm happy about this arrangement, but I suppose this is probably the best course of action. Especially considering the possible casualties that would ensue if these demons are left to their own devices.
I'm thankful that you understand. Now for the matter of facing these foes, I've already started reaching out to other religious sects to see if they have any demigods that are able to provide their aid similar to John, but
John. Was he the sword guy that got beaten up?
That won't be necessary.
Huh?
There is no need to call anyone else.
Why, you ask?
It's because I am here.
What if she says that? That would be funny. That would be hilarious.
I'll crush them all by myself.
Huh?
Oh, this
Shut up, Hibiki.
Hibiki, you are able to retrieve the books, I see.
Yeah, I did right in time to see Onesma delivering an epic main heroine line.
Annoying.
I see. What a nuisance, man. Well, in that case, me and the rest of the church will still provide our aid in any way that we can. With that said, I have also acquired an advantage to overcome the upcoming obstacles. Hibiki, if you could.
Right, Father. These are the gospels you acquired, right?
Yes, those gospels will be the key to defeating these demons once and for all.
The books are then laid out on the table, and the room's eyes gaze down upon the books with a single word engraved on each cover.
Greed, lust, sloth, envy, pride.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was there 7?
Greed, lust, sloth, envy, pride. Wait, these are the 7 sins?
Isaac grabs one of the books and looks over at Wendy.
These are the Gospels, books that contain sacred scriptures inscribed by the God of knowledge, Thought.
Upon hearing this, Wendy and Hibiki could not help herself but let out a small little cackle under her breath. Isaac pays no mind to this and continues.
After we made a trip to his sacred library, he created and delivered these Gospels to the church. After the dragon's gods sealed these demons in the spirit temple, Thought has been working for the last 100 years to create these coded texts that would aid us in destroying these demons once and for all.
Wendy looks across the Gospels, reaching out and touching one.
I see. So how are these supposed to come in handy exactly?
It's quite simple. Each book will be given to a member of the church, and they will use the gospel power to bind the demons by their selective sin. Destroying the root of the sin must be part of the process when combating the demons. If not, they will simply reincarnate into even more powerful monsters. Once bound to these books, we'll exorcise them by burning them with your holy flames.
Burning books sounds like a terrible idea.
I see, but Michiel had a book, didn't he?
Yes. We were able to retrieve it sometime after we defeated the Sand Dion, or Pride. For that man had used the gospel to control the demon, he had inadvertently sealed his sin's effect of pride, making him far weaker than his full potential. As for the last book, I was instructed by the Pope to not disclose that one.
Okay. Sounds sus. Wendy isn't convinced by this blatant excuse but decides not to press any further.
Well, anyway, who are the lucky 5 to obtain the demon books?
The gospel for gluttony will remain with me.
Ugh.
Sister Hibiki, I would like...
Not her.
I would like to entrust the gospel for envy to you.
Why would you give anything to this thing? She's like the last person you should consider into even trusting with something so important.
Me?
Yes. You have more than proven yourself to be loyal to the Egyptian Orthodox Church. Not to mention you have the highest affinity with the spirits here, considering you as...
I would never trust her with something like that. If there is something she's proven, it's the fact that she's freaking useless. The room is brought to an abrupt silence as the perstere, the silver-haired sister, who, on top of making that loud noise, struck an exasperate pose, drawing all eyes on her.
Sorry, I thought I was so excited.
Hibiki says, attempting to change the subject. Not wanting to admit, she is nervous at such a responsibility falling on her, as well as not wanting to reveal the truth of her spiritual origins. I don't know what's the big deal. After clearing her throat, she puts on a more serious tone.
Okay, yes, I agree to take possession of this gospel.
Nodding his head towards her, the priest continues.
As for the rest, they should be given to a group of sisters I've selected.
Oh boy. Understanding the situation, the blue-haired girl decides to stand up from her seat.
Alright, perfect. Glad we got all that cleared up. We'll use the gospels to bind and combat these demons, using my spiritual presence to lure them here. Okay, then kick their asses one by one.
I mean, you say one by one, but what if they appear all at the same time?
Your classic tokusatsu monster of the week formula.
Right.
If everything goes according to plan, then yes, I suppose you could say we will kick their asses.
Language!
The priest responds back to the indecent-mouthed pair.
Hehe. Well, now that's all taken care of, I really better get going. I'm only a few blocks away, so I'll check back tomorrow for an update. Choo!
As Wendy begins to leave, she's stopped by a desperate call.
Wait, to this am I?
Turning back, she looks back at the petite girl with kind eyes.
Yes.
Hibiki looking down, her feet is blushing from ear to ear.
It's just that I just wanted your number to exchange numbers.
I don't have a phone, she says, bringing her phone out and pressing it forward, bowing her head in embarrassment. Wendy blinks twice before letting out a laugh of amusement.
My number? Yeah, sure, whatever. Honestly, I should have offered you before. How else would you guys reach me if something happened?
Wendy thinks herself that they possibly could reach out to one another via the spirits, but decide to push that out of her mind. The two girls bump their phones together, connecting their line accounts. I guess that's how you supposedly do it with Line, right? Hibiki looked at the notification on her screen, their contact info being successfully transferred between the two. She couldn't help but let out a muffled girlish squeal.
Okay, if that's it, then I'll be heading out now. Have a good night, Tutu.
Wendy excused herself from the conference as the silver-eyed girl stared back at her with dreamy eyes.
You sure didn't want to take a picture of her?
Yeah, father!
The scene changes over to a sister with platinum green hair as she views the blue-haired goddess leaving the church's gate from her bedroom window.
I see. So she's already leaving.
She says out loud while her face is still nose-deep in her book.
It's a shame. I would have liked to speak with her some more.
Oh. Sylvia thinks herself before her mind gets interrupted with a more high and obnoxious voice.
Ho 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 ho! She must have been intimidated by my spiritual presence and run away in fear!
By what presence? Says Gilda, who shares a room with her sister. You are sisters? Like... related by blood? I mean...
I dubbed it after what the way she manhandled you. Shut up! She's the good of God!
The girl responds with what one would call a tsundere expression.
I'm in no mood for your delusions, Gilda.
Leaning out a pout face, Gilda gets angry at her sister's disregard for her emotions.
Just you wait, sister. I'll show Appa as the Demigoddess. Then I'll be recognized by all my fellow sisters as a true holy maiden when I can even gain the title of a goddess.
No.
Yeah, whatever you say, Gilda. Keep dreaming.
The older sister says while flipping a page in her book. Not long after that chat, the sisters submerge into a slumber, awaiting for the next line of events to unfold. Which I guess will be in the next chapter. Because this one should be coming to an end. And I was correct. So basically, let's end the episode right here, right now. Turns out church is filled with a bunch of weirdos. Which I guess I'm not surprised, it's church, so... yeah. By the way, I'm not saying anything about religions. I'm saying that about churches, okay? Remember that? Remember that. What a bunch of weirdos, Jesus. I feel like Wendy is the only normal in this entire story, man. Yeah, that's about it. I just would like to just go and get rid of all the evil and continue on. Anyway, let's end the episode. The continuation tomorrow, for I will record at least one right now, I believe. As usual, if you enjoyed, consider liking the video, and if you're new around, consider subscribing. Always super appreciated if you stick around for... I feel like this game in general will not contribute much to the channel, to be honest, as it's, well, basically not contributing to the views in general. Kinda funny. I mean, to be fair, I feel like lately that's basically been the case for this channel as well. I really should consider ditching the itch.io. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I already know what I want to play for once I'm done with Spirit Sisters. So, we'll see how that works. Alright, let's end the video. Hopefully, maybe I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.